Hello students, welcome back to TutorHub, your e-classroom on YouTube. So today we'll be learning about when to use the laws of sines and cosines. But before we proceed, please don't forget to subscribe and like and comment on the videos, okay? So going back to our previous video, we learned that the law of cos of sines can be represented through the following equations. A over sine A equals B over sine B equals C over sine C, while the law of cosines can be represented using three equations. A squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc times cosine A, and b squared equals a squared plus c squared minus 2ac times cosine B, and c squared equals a squared plus b squared minus 2ab times cosine C. And we have to take note that the laws that we have shown a while ago, the law of sine and cosine, can be used depending on the condition of the triangle that we're given. For example, if you're given one side plus two angles, we will use the law of sines. Okay? If you're given two sides plus one included angle, we'll use the law of cosines. Okay? And then if you have three sides, we'll use the law of cosines. And if you have two sides, you use either two sides plus a non-included angle, then we use either of the two laws, okay? Take note of that. So let's review one side, two angles, law of sines, two sides, one included angle, law of cosines, three sides, law of cosines, and two sides, one non-included angle. We can use either of the two laws. So let's try if you are able to get what we have discussed so far. Identify the law to be used for the given figure, okay, for the given triangle. What particular law, whether the law of cosine or sine, should be used here? You have triangle ABC, and you're given side A, side B, and side C. So looking at our guide, we are given three sides of the triangle, which is condition 3. Therefore, which law do we use? Law of sine or law of cosine? Very good. We use the law of cosines for this particular problem because we're given three sides, okay, of the triangle. Next, for this particular triangle ABC, we're given side A, side B, and the included angle 75 degrees, okay, which is angle C. Okay, looking at our guide again, we have two sides and the included angle. So therefore, which law do we use? Law of sines or law of cosines? That falls under condition 2. Therefore, we would be using the law of cosines, right? Very good. And then we have another triangle ABC. We have two angles and one side, okay? So let's look at the table. Our guide says that if we have two angles and one side, that would be condition 1. Therefore, we will use the law of sine or law of cosine. Very good. We'll use the law of sines, right? So you have one angle, second angle, and one side. So that is your law of sines. Very good. Another example. You have triangle ABC. You have side A, side B, and a non-included angle. Okay, so which condition would that be? So you have two sides plus non-included angle. Which law do we use for that? You have side, side, and non-included angle. That's condition 4. So therefore, we can use either the law of cosine or the law of sines for this particular example. Okay, so we can use either the law of cosines or the law of sines. Very good. Now, illustrate the triangle and determine the law to be used. So we're given side A, B, and C, and the measure of angle A is x. So if we draw it, so if you have triangle ABC, A, B, C, so A would be 7, B would be 9, C would be 5. Okay, and then measure of angle A is x. Okay, so we're given three sides. Okay, angle side A, side B, side C. So, and that's your angle X. You have three sides based on the table on our guide. We're given three sides, and that's condition three. Therefore, we'll use which law? Law of sines or law of cosines? Very good, law of cosine. So that's how easy it is to determine which law to use for a particular triangle depending on the case or condition that you are given with. So you have to take note whether you're given one side and two angles, you use the law of sines. Condition two, two sides and one included angle, you use the law of cosines. Three sides, you use the law of cosines, and two sides and an non-included angle, you use either of the two. Okay? Now, another example, you have sides A and C, and measure of angle A is 30 and measure of angle C is 40. Okay, so we need to draw the triangle and determine the law to be used. So let's illustrate a triangle ABC. A, B, C. So side A is 10, side C is X, then angle A is 30 degrees, angle C is 40 degrees. Okay, so which condition are we given for this particular triangle? We have two angles, right? Two angles and one side. So that is condition one. So two angles and one side. So which law do we use? That's condition one, so we will use the law of sine. So we have triangle ABC, side A, side C is unknown. We have two angles, you have two sides, and two angles, one side and two angles, I mean. So we use the law of sines. Okay. Another example, we have triangle ABC with sides A and C given and measure of angle A is given. So let's illustrate that. So you have triangle A, B, C. So side A equals 8, side B equals X, side C equals 7. Measure of angle A is 80 degrees. So we have two sides and one angle. Okay, so we have two sides and a non-included angle. So 80 is a non-included angle because it's not between the two given sides, right? So it's just an angle. Therefore, we are under condition 4. So triangle ABC, A, B is unknown. Angle A is 80. Side C is given. So you have the side, and a non-included angle. That's condition 4. Therefore, which law do we use? Based on the table, we use either of the two laws, right? So we use either the law of sine or the law of cosines. So I hope students you learned something today. For our video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave a comment so that we'll know if you understood or if you have any questions so that we can help you further. Thank you everyone. Thank you for watching TutorHub, your e-classroom on YouTube. Happy learning everyone!